Who got this lesson today for the first time? You'll see that your copy is slightly different from what everybody else has because it was reprinted before the weekend. So yours has a specific date, you'll see, but the answers will still be the same as you'll see. Okay. Lesson 1 is all talking about the difference between what's called a statistical question and a non-statistical question. I'm going to simplify it for you. Very simply, if a question has more than one possible answer, it is called a statistical question. It means that the answers can vary. It could be more than one. Same thing with these statements, as you'll see. If there's more than one possible answer, it's a statistical statement. So let's do this together. Circle the statement in each set that would have a wider range of possible answers. The ages of students in your math class or your age. 10. Right, because it could be 9, 10. I don't think there's any 9s. In this class, I don't know, how old are 6th graders? 10, 11, 12. And even maybe towards the end of the year, it's more 11 and 12, right? Okay, so definitely A and Y, Tim. Why is that considered a question that has a wider range?
Because it could be more than one possible answer.
Right, more than one possible. Whereas your age, it's only one. Got it. Tim Gann, what about set 2? Temperatures in December in the United States. It should be what? What does it say on your sheet?
December 15th.
Does it say December 15th on yours?
Yeah.
What does it say? Because I have different versions coming out. Some just say December, and some say December 15th, right?
Yeah.
Which one do you have, Chris?
December.
Just December. How many have no December 15th? Okay, hands down. How many say December 15th? It's still going to be, you'll see, it'll still be the same answer. So whether you have this version or this version, which answer would have the greater range of possible answers? Sammy? A, because obviously the United States is more spread out, so the temperatures are more spread out. So the answer is A on both sheets, whichever copy you have. And by the way, you'll see the difference is only with this page. Everything else is pretty much the same. Okay? Set 3 might also be different too. Check which version you have. The names of the teachers on team 6B, or if you have the other one, the names of a teacher on 6B. The teacher, is it plural or singular? Check.
And then the names of it.
It really doesn't, but it's more technically accurate this way.
Teachers of Team 6 and the names of the. Can that be different?
Either A should be teachers and B should be students, right? No matter what version you have, the answer won't change. This is just more technically the way that I have to write it for it to be one of them having a greater range. So going off of this version, the name of a teacher on 6B, well, how many possible choices could it be? The name of a teacher, it could be any one of your teachers that you have, right?
Yeah.
All right, how many different teachers do you have? I don't even know.
Like 5 or 4.
5 or 4, right?
I only have 4.
The name of a student on 6B, though, I have 75 students because it could be, unless it's repeats. I mean, there's more than one Tim. But you're talking about around 75 different possible names. So the greater range is what, guys, A or B? B. Circle it. Pay attention now. And I also changed this just to make it more singular also, but it still will be the same choice that you'll circle. A primary color. Well, those of you that know your colors, how many different choices could it be? Do you know your primary colors?
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue.
No, it's not a primary color. No. What is it? Primary.
Blue, yellow, red.
Right, blue, yellow, or red. From those you can make all the other colors. So you have you have 3 possible answers. How many colors of the rainbow are there? You need to know that. You need to know that. But I'm going with A. How many different possibilities? Roy G. Biv. Remember, you can learn Roy, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. 7 possible choices. So B is the wider range. Circle it. All right, back on task, guys. Back on task. All right, you good? All right, what about these questions? Which would have more than one possible answer? Let's do, what is the height of a 6th grade student at NMS? Is that have more than one possible answer?
No.
The height of a 6th grade student at NMS? I'm not talking about a specific student.
Can I tell you? 57 inches.
But not everybody's 57 inches.
I am.
Doesn't say though, it's not personal. A student. Is it considered to have, is it considered to be a question with more than one answer? Yes or no?
Yes.
Circle it. What about the height of my desk? Only one answer. Don't circle it, or you can exit if you want. Fingers on a normal hand. Desks in a 7th grade classroom. Let me hear from some other people though. Come on, don't zone out on me. I know that it's a Monday, and we're getting to the end of the school year. I need you to do the work though. Is there more than one possible answer for question 4? Circle it. When a question has more than one answer, we say that the answers can vary. Circle that. It means that there's more than one answer. And if the answers can vary, it is called a statistical question. So if it has more than one answer and those answers can vary, it's called a statistical question. Are the following questions below statistical questions, yes or no? What is your favorite color? Is that a statistical question? Raise your hand. Jake? Why do you say no? Only one what? That's it. If there's only one answer, it's not statistical. Write it down. What about the length of a pencil in the classroom? Statistical or not? And explain your answer. Tim, I'm going to you again. Right, it can vary. One person's pencil could be 5 inches, one could be 4 inches, one could be 6 inches. It can vary. So as long as it can vary, it becomes statistical. Okay. Now what they want us to do is go back to the warm-up and take a look at the sets and identify which of the statements are statistical and which are not. So let's go back to, again, there's 2 different versions. We'll go off the version that we did this with. All right, so in set 1, the age of a student in your math class, is that statistical or not? Kaluch, what do you say?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it varies.
Right, more than one answer. Put a little S next to it. Aiden Tavis, what about your specific age? Not statistical, so don't put anything next to that. Sammy, what about the temperature on December 15th in the USA, or the temperatures in December in the USA? Doesn't matter what version you have. Yes or no on that? It is. Michael, what about temperatures on December 15th in Smithtown? Or if you have the version of December in general in Smithtown, is it statistical or not? Why do you say no?
There's a certain days and one area.
Be careful. Makuto, what do you say? Why do you say statistical?
Because there's more states.
Well, that's not the reason why, though. Has nothing to do with how many states there are. Go back to what a statistical statement or question is. Right. If there's more than one possible answer to the question, it gets an S. That's your definition of a statistical question. More than one answer, which means the answers can vary. It's statistical. Nick Mathis, set 3. Name of a teacher on 6B. Statistical or not? Why? And it's harder to say than actually do it. Why? Right. The answers can vary. Stephen Mathis. Stephen Mathis? Who the heck is Stephen Mathis?
I'm scared.
That's weird. I'm thinking math and Matera at the same time. Did it come out? Yay! Our little Mikey's growing up.
Oh my god! The truth is bigger.
Michael, you Mike, you let it go, buddy. Let it go. No, Michael. In my drawer is the pass for the health office. You got to go, and so she can wash you out with salt water. What is that? It's a rubber band, right? Can you fix it on your own or no? All right, don't worry about it. Michael, go, because I'm still recording here, buddy. Go grab a pass and go.
Mr. Leslie, there's the recording. There's no sound on it, right?
There wasn't. I fixed it. I had to fix it. Did you go on the blog?
Yeah.
It wasn't working, right? I had to fix it. This one hopefully will work.
I was waiting for still go.
I'm glad you know what? I should give you something for that because you're the first person to realize that the last 2 lessons didn't have sound attached to it. The microphone wasn't working. I'm hoping it's working now, but anyway, let's not make the blog any longer than it needs to be. Primary color. Oh, names of a student on Team 6B. Is that statistical or not? Just call it out at this point. Let's get it done. Right. It could be more than one answer. Give it an S. Primary color. Yes or no?
No, just colors.
A primary color. Is there more than one answer?
What are you?
There is. It could be on. That's why. But listen, that's why I had to take that S out of there. A primary color. If I say the primary colors, you would say, oh, red, yellow, blue, and it would be not statistical. If I say a primary color, which one? It's A. I'm asking for one. It could be red if it's an or question, such as red or yellow or blue, then it's statistical. A color in a rainbow. Is there more than one possible answer? Statistical. Got it?
There's only one thing.
That right. Just your age is the only one that's not statistical. But guys, if you get hung up, you've got to ask yourself that question: is there more than one possible answer? If there is, it's statistical. Go back to the fundamental of what a statistical question is. More than one answer. Okay. Okay, variability. Everybody say that. Variability occurs when the observations in the data set are not the same. Very simply, when answers can vary, we say that it's a variable question or there's variability in the answer. It just means that there's more than one answer. Now, there could be large variability and there could be small variability. If it's only one of 2 possible choices, that's considered small variability. It's like you flip a coin. It's either heads or tails. But if I ask you, let's say, such as temperatures in December, now you have a wider variability because it could be anything between, who knows, 20 degrees and 40 degrees. So it's a greater variability. There's more the answers can vary more. Which of these statements would have greater variability? Number of minutes students in your class spend getting ready for school. Or number of pockets on the clothes of students in your class. So think about the possibilities for 1. Think about the possibilities for 2. And wherever there's more possibilities, that's what we mean by greater variability. So what do you say, 1 or 2? How many? Let's do a vote. And you have to vote. You have to vote. How many say 1 has greater variability? How many say 2 have greater variability? So we're all on the same page. I agree. Minutes could be anywhere from 5 minutes to 30 minutes, maybe even more. But pockets usually have 2, maybe 3, maybe 4. So it's in that 2 to 5, 2 to 6 range. So it's a narrow variability or a lower variability.
3, 4.
All right, last thing for today, and then I'm going to tell you what your homework is, and then you can start. There's 2 types of data when we ask statistical questions: numerical data and categorical data. The name implies what kind of data it is. So numerical data means it's going to be answers that are what? Numbers. Whereas categorical data has the word category in it, I guess. It's words like favorite pizza, favorite colors, birth months, where the data or the responses are not numbers. That's called categorical data. So they want us to now go back to the warm-up again and identify which is numeric and which is categorical. Age. Call it out. Numerical. The answers are going to be numbers. Put an N next to it. Your age, even if it's not statistical, it's still numeric data. Temperatures.
Numerical because they're numbers.
They are still numbers, even though they have degrees attached to it.
Just be number and school, right?
Obviously, yes, because the same label.
And that'd be
Names of teachers.
category.
Of course.
And then
Unless you have a teacher whose last name is 6.
what? That makes no sense.
Names of students.
Category.
Unless you have a kid on the team whose name is 7.
My name is 7. 7.
Primary colors or colors in general.
Could there be both because it's a category, but it's also like the number of how many?
But that's not what they're asking. They're asking you to list a primary color, so it's categorical.
Categorical on the second row.
Same thing there. Okay?
Unless it's someone says.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to write down. I want you to write this down exactly the way I have it written on the board, because if you do the wrong pages, that's going to be on you. I want you to take out your agendas. You will start this in class, so it's not an option. You're going to probably get the first 2 of these questions done. I'm going to write it here just because I have more room. In lesson 1, 4, 5, the top, you'll see that there's an advanced set, but I don't want anybody doing that till tomorrow because I have to give you things in order to do it. Yeah. Did you do the advanced yet, though? No, right? Because there's a thing there where you have to roll dice. Anyway, let me. Then what you'll do, Dylan, what you're going to do is you're going to work on your cue. Okay? 4, 5,
6.
8, and 9. Because 6 and 7 are advanced set, which I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to do tomorrow because I can give you dice and you can kind of play a little dice game. At the very least, I think you could get 4 and 5 done. I'll allow you to group up, but if there are any issues, I'm going to split you up. Okay? And if you have key privileges, it's hanging up below the Fox Sports sign. That's it. That's all I got for you today.